Hey guys, Chelsea from Attention to Details here, and I wanted to share with you a common problem that a lot of older vehicles will have, or even a vehicle that's not been well maintained. It sits outside a lot and you have just a lot of road film and dirt that just accumulates. Your trim pieces can actually begin to oxidize and kind of create a layer of mold and mildew on them, and it can be very difficult to remove. I know a lot of times guys will just say magic eraser, and sometimes that works, but sometimes it's not effective. And I wanted to kind of share with you guys this vehicle. I'm doing a wash and wax on it, and obviously we want to try to go ahead and enhance the trim, because you could have shiny clean paint, but as soon as you come up on this trim and you see it in this condition, it's really not going to look like you did much to anything. So we definitely want to try to fix the issue with the trim. So I want to share with you guys, I've been working on the other side doing some tests with different products, and I want to share with you the results that I'm getting. Alright, so you can see over here the trim is in the exact same state as the other side. We just don't have the sun shining down on it. So let me show you. We definitely have the mold, mildew, the oxidation that has occurred. Now with paint, anytime you have oxidation, obviously you can break out your polisher, your compounds, you can go ahead and do a polish and remove that layer of oxidation. And to some extent that may work, but then you also might run the risk of staining. So you don't want to necessarily break out the polisher and hit it with a compound because of the chemical makeup and the staining that could occur. So because we want to kind of think in the same lines of, you need some sort of abrasive to remove it, but one that's not going to stain it. So I tried out a couple different products, and this may not seem the most conventional, but I actually tried a lava bar because it has pumice in it, and obviously I did not make contact with the paint. But this section right here, I don't know if you can see in comparison, this section right here was actually the pumice stone. And you can see that it actually did remove a good bit of it. So depending on the severity, if you have a lava bar, because it will remove some hard water spots, and I'm actually going to do a video on that in the future. Lava bar is a great kind of over-the-counter product that you can buy at Walmart. I think it's like $2 or $3 a bar, but sometimes it will be effective in removing hard water spots, and because of the abrasives in it, it actually did a decent job. Forgive me for the bad lighting, but you can kind of see if I line it up just right. There you go. You can see that we were able to remove some of that film of mold, mildew, and oxidation. Now I wanted to also show you, so I tried a magic eraser by itself right here in this section, and you can see we lightened it. And I'm not gonna say that this is for everyone. Obviously I did not make contact with the paint. Magic eraser is the equivalent of about 5,000 grit sandpaper. So you don't obviously want to set it on the paint and rub. What I actually did, so let me show you, is I would put my finger underneath of it and kind of tip it, so that way my finger is the guide and I'm protecting the paint. So that was one way, but I wanted to kind of share with you over here in this section here, I actually combined the magic eraser with a chemical, and that chemical is this right here. Spray 9 Heavy Duty Cleaner Degreaser. Tough on grease and grime. I actually sprayed 1 or 2 sprays of that onto the magic eraser, and you can see what kind of improvement we had here. So while I may not have restored it to brand new, when you are comparing it to the rest of the vehicle, which we have this right here, and you can see all of the staining from the mold and mildew. Now we removed the staining or the mold and mildew, but there's still the staining left behind. And over here we were able to, in a way, level that and give it a uniform finish by combining it with the magic eraser and spray 9. So I'm going to actually on the other side show you what that technique looks like and show you the end results with better lighting. So let's go ahead to the other side and see what that looks like. Alright, so we've had our magic eraser soaking in water, so it's a little bit softer, it's not as coarse. We're going to go ahead, take our magic eraser, we're going to take about 2 squirts. I'm going to try it on this section right here, okay? obviously take advantage of the corners of the magic eraser. And like I said, we're going to put our finger kind of underneath of it to prevent it from going flat on the paint. You don't have to rub hard, but you definitely need to go back and forth a couple times. Let's go ahead, dry this off. And you can see we've been able to remove, right here, we've been able to remove a good bit of that. Now let's keep going. We may need to do 1 or 2 passes because of the severity of this. It's hard to kind of get in those angles. All right, so let's take a closer look. Let's see if we can actually focus. Apologize, it's actually too close. I cannot focus. All right. So you can see this is the area we did not clean. This was the area we did clean, did not clean. Now, this is 5000 grit sandpaper. It probably did dull it. Now if I were to take my finger across it, you can actually see some areas. All right, so you can see the area that we cleaned and the area that is uncleaned. Now there is a different level of shine. Let's pull you over here. You can see this is flatter where I have used the magic eraser, and this is shinier. But to some level extent, you're not going to have that gloss, that sheen when you're removing this layer of mold, mildew, and oxidation. So what we will do is we will wash the vehicle with the Meguiar's Wash Plus, and then when we wax our vehicle, we're actually going to put our protectant on the trim to try to bring back polishing oils and gloss. And I will kind of show you what that end result looks like. So let's go ahead, wash and dry, and we're going to go ahead and apply our wax, and I'll bring you back in to show you what the trim looks like at the very end. Alright guys, so here is the finished look at our trim and what we were able to do in removing the mold and mildew, and also just that nasty oxidation and just grime that had built up on it. Hopefully this can focus well enough on it, but you can see we have a uniform look. I'm not going to tell you that I was able to remove all of it, because I wasn't. What I was able to do is remove the film. There is still some staining you can see. If you come in closer, hopefully this can focus. Focus. There you can see. So I'm not going to tell you that this is a guaranteed way to remove that staining, because sometimes it's just been there for so long that there's really not much you can do. Now you could probably get solution finish and put that over top of it to bring back a consistent level of black, and that is an option in this scenario. But because the customer is kind of doing a budget wash and wax, we're just looking for it to be clean. We're looking for it to be protected. So we've been able to do that. You can see from a distance, everything just looks nice and clean and uniform using our combination of the magic eraser and the spray 9. So I'm sure if you were to use any other APC like Meguiar's APC or Super Clean or Purple Power, those would be effective as well. But one thing I like about the spray 9 is that it has a disinfectant element to it, and with the mold and mildew, you know you're killing the bacteria from the surface. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video on how to clean your trim and your moldings on your vehicle. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you have a method that works and you've had some great results, drop that information in the comments below. I want my page to be one where detailers can come and gain information, but also share information, because I don't know it all. I'm not going to tell you that I know it all, but I know that I've learned some things and I want to share it. So hopefully you guys have been able to learn a little something along the way, and hopefully you can use this in your world in the future. Be sure to like the video and subscribe for any future videos that come out, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.